Dear students, now we are reading paragraph number 3, page 22. The grown-up's response this time was to advise me to lay aside my drawings of boa constrictors, whether from the inside or the outside, and devote myself instead to geography, history, arithmetic, and grammar. That is why, at the age of 6, I gave up what might have been a magnificent career as a painter. I had been disheartened by the failure of my drawing number 1 and my drawing number 2. Grown-ups never understand anything by themselves, and it is tiresome for children to be always and forever explaining things to them. In this paragraph, the writer wants to say that as a child, he wanted to be a painter because he thought at the time that he could draw very beautifully. And he tried to draw rather beautiful pictures. His grown-ups, his elders, wanted him to leave his drawings aside and wanted him to study geography, history, arithmetic, it means maths, and grammar, means language, that is English. And that is why at the age of 6, he left a magnificent career of painting. He did not draw anything after that, and he was disheartened. It means disappointed. His heart broke because of his failure in a drawing career. His drawing number 1 and drawing number 2 were complete failure. In the last paragraph, the writer complains that his elders, they could never understand his art. He states that it was very boring and tiresome to explain everything to his elders. Now, as a child, he thought that he was excellent and an experienced artist. He drew something very nice, but being a child, he could not draw anything, so that drawing was not understood clearly by his elders, so they laughed at him and he took it otherwise. Dear students, now let's read the next paragraph. So then I chose another profession and learned to pilot aeroplanes. I have flown a little over all parts of the world, and it is true that geography has been very useful to me. At a glance, I can distinguish China from Arizona. If one gets lost in the night, such knowledge is valuable. Now the narrator further moves in his lifespan. Now he tells us that later on he became a professional pilot. He learned how to fly the aeroplanes. Now the narrator tells us that in his youth time he had covered the whole world in his aeroplane, and since he had read geography, it was very useful to him because he could distinguish China from Arizona. As a pilot, he said that if one got lost in the dense forests of Arizona, the knowledge of geography proves to be very beneficial because one could read the map and could get out of the jungle.